Okay, kids. Today we are working on my own vehicle. This is a '01 X5 with the V8, the 4.4. Anyway, what we are doing today is cam position sensor, and we are going to hope and pray that this resolves our problem. Since I put this engine in, it developed, or it had, it's had a misfire at takeoff when you go to launch. You fire up the vehicle, and it idles okay, a little off, but you go to take off, and you have a decided lack of power. You have a slight misfire, and then after about a short little drive up the street, we're talking about a block away, car clears up and runs fine. Runs beautiful for the rest of the time you have it running. Zero problems. This is going to be one of two things. Well, it's a bunch of things, but it's coming up with a camshaft position sensor code, which initially didn't come up for a long time. I drove it for a while, but then I drove actually. Shit! Just dropped the fucking phone. Woo! Caught it in midair. That was cat-like reflexes right there. So anyhow, I didn't deal with the problem for the longest time, and it ran a check engine light. Things run for 15,000 miles like this with no real problems. Starts up every time, runs all right. Well, decided I'll look and see what's going on here. I've been changed out a couple oxygen sensors. Decided to put some actual money into this fucking car because I've done nothing to it. This is my fucking $300 wristwatch special here, so I paid 300 bucks for the fucker. So whatever. I try to not put any cash into the car. At about a year into this thing though now, or a little over a year, I've been driving it around. It's time to fucking deal with some shit. So I'm getting new control arms for the front, ball joints, just overhauled the brakes, redoing the drive shaft, the carrier bearing is for shit now, it's thumping pretty good. Gonna redo the rubber gibbo, whatever the fuck they're called, U-joints for it. I've already done all the intake, pulled the intake on this thing, which really isn't that hard to do. Made a video about that a while back. Don't think I have any vacuum leaks that I know of. So why is it misfiring? Why is it running like shit when you first take off? Well, it comes up as a camshaft sensor code. So we're going to explore that. The other possibility is timing chain guide is for shit, and we have a intake cam, most likely, or whatever, on the passenger side, which is not in alignment, and that's a possibility, and I'm not looking forward to it. This engine, when I put it in, I bought this engine from a place in LKQ out in Massachusetts. Had it shipped in. It was a few $1,000s, 2,500 I think, shipped, which it had 74,000 miles on it, purportedly, but LKQ is actually pretty honest about that shit. They're working on a whole nother higher level national thing where they can't afford to just be lying to customers, and too many easy ways to find shit out. You can check the VIN number on a vehicle and then check to see when it was freaking cashed out on freaking for insurance and all that kind of shit. So you can usually find these kind of little tidbits out, so they don't bother dicking around. They're more honest than your little local Bubba Bubs. I'm Bubba and I'm going to sell you this motor. I guarantee it's all got 55,000 miles and it's all highway miles because they delivered stuff to California. You're fucking full of shit. Driven by Granny all the way to freaking church, only on Sundays, out of state. Every fucking time, I'm telling you. Fucking bunch of lying motherfuckers. So, anyway, point about this is I have no reason to disbelieve them. What the hell's going on right here? Is my kid out here? Okay. So I bought a Beck Arnley brand, figured out by name brand, as opposed to a shitty off brand. And, well, the quality feels pretty decent. Reasonably decent sometimes. You can't tell the Still made in China though. Paid a little bit more for this one than the normal Chinese off-brand ones, and I wasn't gonna fucking spend twice as much for the BMW brand, so I think I paid like 80 bucks for this one. So hopefully this solves the problem. If not, maybe I'll update and we'll be doing a timing chain video, which I'm really not looking forward to because I ain't fucking qualified for that shit. Peace out, bitches.